Alright, hello again everybody, we're back. It's your friend Will, this is the Memory Lapse, and we're going to take a break from blue decks for a little bit and try out this green-white deck, and then probably also a green-black deck, but haven't done green-white and competitive constructed in quite a while. This is a list that Nick Prince dropped in the Game Podcast Discord as his pick for a deck to play this weekend, if you have a relevant standard event to attend. I think a lot of people don't, because I think this weekend's like a modern weekend at some of the bigger tournaments, but we're going to play it nonetheless. It's a fairly, well, sort of standard take on green-white, though it's playing the full 8 annoying 2-drops, Thorn Lieutenant and Vanguard, and 2 Ajanis in the main, and 3 Lyras in the main, which is really interesting. So instead of playing the 5-drop that makes tokens and +1/+1 to your team, I forget what they call that one. This is instead playing Lyra. Maybe that matches up a lot better against the Drake decks, I'm not sure. And then we have the Honor Guards in the sideboard for green-black, Knight of Autumn, Settle, some Planeswalkers. So we're going to, bumble our way through sideboarding as usual. Let's go. I'm going to change my call this competitive constructed. How does this work? Okay, update information. Let's look at our hand. Sorry about that. Our opponent goes first. We will keep. We have 2-drop into history. That seems very good. Let's go back to our channel so we can see the chat. Nice. Alright, so we're up against blue-red. Some flavor of it. Yeah. Drawing into a 1-drop there is really nice. Probably we're going to go with Vanguard. I feel like Vanguard is impossible for them to answer. Yeah. Alright, so their strategy is going to be to try to race it. I think Vanguard represents more damage probably than the Emmara. I'm trying to think that playing from the blue-red side, we've definitely lost games to Vanguards or come close to losing them because of it, so that's kind of the tiebreaker here. Are they going to chart another Drake or another Phoenix into the graveyard? Looks like it. So we're going to have to go aggressive on the history this turn and just hope that we can race. Alright, so they have a Crackling Drake. No big deal. So in this position, it's kind of interesting. I guess we just want to go wide and go double 2-drop. And then we'll set up a push next turn. Though flipping the land is pretty good. That lets us attack with Resplendent. Yeah, I think we want to flip the land. Wow. No shortage of trucks. Just rolling by. This lets us go Resplendent Angel, Thorn Lieutenant. I want to play the Thorn Lieutenant because he's got a pump ability, Resplendent Angel has a pump ability, and then this way we'll have our pick of which we're going to activate next turn. Right, they're playing Discovery here. Right, they're playing Discovery here. Alright, just checking to make sure my audio is working. Alright, so Lava Coil comes down for the Resplendent Angel. We don't have much to say about that. We're just going to play land and jam with everything and threaten a Thorn Lieutenant pump. Nothing we can do about that either. Ooh, the Phoenix is coming back is annoying though. Now here's where we maybe lose this one. So our options are to jam, force blocks, and then hope they don't have more spells, or we can just play an Emmara and make a token and think about jamming next turn. I don't think that works for us. I think we have to attack. We're dead to a couple of shocks here. Or if they just bring back the birds. Which, with this radical idea, it's very likely that they'll be able to. Another one. So now they just need a 1-drop spell. Can they really not have it? That would be absurd. They have it. They had it about a dozen ways. They just chose the slowest method. Oh, I gotta answer this. Alright, well, our delivery is coming soon, so we're going to have to make this quick. We're going to bring in the Viviens. I think we're going to bring in... Are we probably just bringing in the Viviens, huh? Maybe the Scion comes in. I can see Resplendent Angel coming out and just bringing in Vivien. That kind of makes sense. So let's try that. Damn, they said they were going to come between 11 and 3, and so I figured if I started now, more likely they're going to come at like 4, knowing how deliveries usually work. Alright, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. They mulligan. This one has potential. This is kind of nice because if they're going to want to shock or lava coil this next turn, then it means they're not going to be drawing or doing any of the things that they need to do to kind of promote their game plan. Oh, or they leave it and then they let us get a free attack and token, and we're going to need to play history too. The one thing to be potentially worried about is if they brought in something like Fiery Cannonade. And I guess we're going to find out soon if that's the case, I would have to imagine. They might be tempted to do it before we flip. Alright, well, it looks like they're letting us flip. Maybe they have a blink here or something. Oh, they actually had the cannonade, but they didn't do it before they let us flip, which is weird. Don't really get that. Huge for them, though, to actually have that card. This is what always happens when I name the kind of niche-ish sideboard card. Our opponent always has it. Oh, they could just have Fiery Cannonade here and completely blow us out, but I don't think I've ever seen a... Well, I guess I haven't played these decks where going up against them, they would be bringing it in, and I've also just never played a version of this deck that actually has Fiery Cannonade. I just knew it was a thing. A thing in the format. The few games we played, we were beating the white decks without it. So it does maybe, you know, I guess that doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, but... Alright, so we'll play Emmara here and make a Adanto token and try to grind this one out. But this is looking like a loss, you know. We've only put 4 damage on them. We're down to 1 card. Now they make a Drake. Really bad. Bad news. Lyra's kind of a good draw here. How many answers do we think they have to Lyra? They need some combination of shocks and lava coils, which I take it they're digging for here. Still digging. They're also just building a gigantic Drake. This Flourish is going to make it our attack pretty good in a turn or two. Tribunal's pretty good, right? Do we Tribunal the Phoenix? Tribunal the Phoenix, attack with Lyra. Yeah. So we want to pay for this like 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a token off Emmara. I'm not gonna lie, we've drawn well here, considering the position we were in. Wow. Damn, pretty cool to have it. Double Fiery Cannonade. We can still win this, though. I guess they decide this is how they're going to win. They're just going to race the Lyra. Flourish just wins it here, right? Oh, what if they have Blink? Shit. I pulled the trigger too quick here. They showed us Blink last game. Oh, I guess they don't have Blink. Get them for 7. Alright, now we have to try to quickly win or lose game 3 so I can set up the house and get this couch delivered. Yep, just go run it back. No time to even think. Yeah, so we can go flower for a green source. What is going on outside? In addition to us getting our couch delivered, there's like someone moving out of the building today. And for whatever the reason, the movers are just like hammering something in a truck right in front of the building. Super annoying. Alright, just making sure this is the version. I accidentally played a build of this before that didn't have Temple Garden and Sunpetal, but yeah, we saw the Temple Garden, I think, earlier this series. I guess we want Emmara here. Just for the upside of the Conclave Tribunal next turn. Yeah, it's a shock. That was the only reason I was thinking of maybe playing Thorn Lieutenant. Because he's such a deterrent. So let's just go with Mr. Lieutenant this turn then. Alright, Crackling Drake. Well, I guess we can just play Emmara and Tribunal. And we're going to look to make a big march here. Pretty bad against their fiery cannonades. Alright. 1 Phoenix. Cannonade. Alright. Very fair. We get to play Lyra, though. See what kind of answers they have for this. Honestly, their best answer is just perpetually blocking it with an Arclight, but eventually they'd run out of spells, right? That's 2 spells. I'm sure they have 1 more to bring back Arclight if they so wish. Blink. Yep. So they get to have their bird. We get to have our angel. They'd probably just have the 2 blinks. So I don't imagine I think at worst they do that to us one more time. This is good, though. They're down to under 3 cards in hand, so that makes it a lot harder for them to perpetually block with the Phoenix here. Shalai is nice. I guess we just Shalai. Attack with Lyra. Now they have to answer the Shalai, which is bigger than average. Thanks to Lyra in play. Junk. Not blocking, we're gaining 5. We don't want to let them like block and shock the Shalai. Or more likely they do something like block and cannonade. Another truck just backing up. Maybe this is not going to be a good day to be recording. Wow, they just drew another Phoenix though. Play the Legion's Landing, we can start pumping the token. I don't think we can lose if we just keep doing this. And pumping at the end of turn. Oh, this is going to help them get these birds back. That's a little annoying. Jeez. How many spells did they play at this point? I guess they needed this third one? Or did they play both halves of a Radical Idea? So if I was them, maybe I'd keep that opt for a follow-up turn. Alright, so I think the plan here, when they don't have mana to cannonade, is that we're just going to march for what? 1, 2, 3, 6? Yeah, we're just going to march for 6. They need to have like Spell Pierce or Negate here. Don't think they have that. So the question is if we Flourish. Yeah, I think if we Flourish, we just win, right? Yep. Cool. All right. Well, unfortunately, because this delivery is about to arrive, I need to prep the house. I have to end the stream momentarily here. We're going to receive the couch and also end the video since this is going to go on YouTube as well. So I have to receive the couch, make sure everything gets set up, and dispose of the current couch. Maybe the delivery folks can help me with that. But we will be back again soon with the next round for anyone who's interested in watching live, and of course for all of you who watch at your leisure on YouTube. So we will be back again shortly.